Good morning all of you. Welcome to the online classes of TMPS. So we'll be starting with a new video today that is based on rotation and revolution. A very important topic and a basic topic. So class 9 students, you must have studied about rotation and revolution earlier also. You know about the Mother Earth. You know our Earth is a unique planet because it has all the essential features which make the life possible on it. No other planet enjoys such a good condition as our Earth does. That is why Earth is known as a unique planet. Why Earth is a unique planet? Because Earth has a proper distance from the Sun. Earth has some unique features such as atmosphere. Earth has oxygen. Earth has water in 3 states. Earth has ozone layer. And we also have rotation and revolution, 2 phenomena which are basically done by each of the planets. But what happens? Our planet is unique because the time taken for both of these activities signifies a basic change in our living styles, temperature, insolation, and the life which is possible on the Earth is due to this phenomena. It is a unique feature that we'll be studying about this, and I hope that we'll be studying such things which you have never known about the Earth and these phenomena. So, I hope that the previous chapter of latitudes and longitudes you have studied well. You know that latitudes and longitudes were the imaginary lines. Imaginary lines means these lines do not have the exact positions in the Earth. It is basically assumed. We have made it for our convenience. It is not present on the Earth in a physical manner. Now today we will be talking about some natural phenomena which occurs on the Earth, and it makes the life possible on Earth, and also the conditions which are necessary for the survival of life on the Earth. Now, so we'll be getting together with the topic of rotation and revolution. Before that, I would like to tell you some basic information, and I hope that you must be knowing about it. That what do you understand by inclination of the Earth? Yes, many of you must have correctly told by now, but it's my duty and I hope that you should guess it correctly. I'll be telling you. What happens? Circle of illumination and the inclination of Earth. There are 2 different things. Many times the people get confused in this. First of all, we'll be talking about the inclination of the Earth. You know that Earth is not straight. When you talk about, there is an axis. Axis means a pivotal point. When a pivotal point can be understood by a top. लट्टू जानते हैं? लट्टू top. अगर आप उसको घुमाते हैं तो वो अपनी एक एक्सिस पे घूमता है, दूरी पे. तो इसी तरह से जब आप लट्टू घुमाते हैं तो क्या होता है? एक स्ट्रेट एंगल पे चलता है. लेकिन हमारा अर्थ जो है, इट इज इंक्लाइंड एट इट्स पोजीशन at an angle. You know that our earth is not erect. It is not straight like this. Our earth is tilted. Correct. Our earth is tilted at an angle of 23.5 degrees, which makes a unique feature which is present on the earth, and we'll be discussing about it. Our earth is not erect. It is inclined on its axis at an angle of 23.5 degrees, which is known as inclination of the earth. This inclination of the earth is very important because the change of seasons, the daytime and night time, they differ in different places at different time. If it would have been straight, 12 hours of day, 12 hours of night would have been there at all the places, and it would not have been such a variety of climate and temperature in different parts of the world. So, next is circle of illumination. What is circle of illumination? Basically, circle of illumination is a circle which is directly bisecting the equator, and it is basically important because it tells us the daytime and night time of the world, of the earth. It signifies the daytime and night time of the earth, and it is basically a very important phenomena because it is bisecting the equator. When you will be making a line, it bisects the equator, and it is helpful in determining the daytime and night time of a particular place. Now, what do you understand by the term rotation? What do you understand by the term rotation? Very easy. Now, what is rotation? When an object is rotating on its axis. Suppose if I am standing like this, I am rotating on my axis. I am taking round of myself only on my axis. That is known as rotation. When the body or celestial body or a planet is basically rotating on its axis, it is known as rotation. Earth is also rotating on its axis at a particular speed, and the time taken for the rotation is approximately 24 hours. When you take about the exact time, it is around 23 hours, 56 minutes and 18 seconds. It is basically from different stars and celestial bodies which you observe, but round about 24 hours taken for the complete rotation of the earth on its axis. What is the importance of rotation of the earth on its axis? When the earth rotates on its axis, it causes day and night. What happens? That phenomena of day and night occurs due to the rotation of earth on its axis, because when the part of the earth is in front of the sun would be having day, and behind the sun would be having a night, because earth is tilted like this, and when it would be rotating around the axis, then what would happen? The part of the earth would receive the sunlight, because sun is a stationary object. Remember that sun do not move. Sun is a stationary object, and when earth is moving and sun is having the same place. So what happens? The place which is in the front would have a day, and the place at the behind would be having night. So this phenomena reverses around 12 hours, but not exactly 12 hours, because it depends upon different places and different times. Next, revolution. A phenomena which is basically known as revolution is just a basic thing which occurs along with rotation. You cannot say that rotation and revolution do not occur together. Rotation and revolution are occurring together. Earth rotates on its axis also, and it is revolving around the sun also. Correct. Earth revolves around the sun in an elliptical orbit. You know that earth does not revolve in a perfect circle. It is not revolving around the sun in a perfect circle. It is an elliptical orbit. Elliptical orbit आप कह सकते हो एक तरह से अंडाकार है, because it is like a egg. It's elliptical. सब एक जगह पे चपटा है, एक तरह का मोटा है. So it is an elliptical orbit. When it is rotating on its axis, the revolution also takes place at the same moment. And what is the importance of revolution? Revolution causes change in seasons, because what happens due to the rotation, the day and nights are there. But what happens? Some places receive more sunlight, and the earth, due to its inclination on its axis, the position of the earth also changes. It gets reverses in every 6 months. So that leads to change in seasons. That we'll be discussing when we'll be discussing about equinox and solstice. So, when the earth, there are two positions. When the earth is basically, it is considered that the earth is having a distance of around 149 million kilometers from the sun. So, there are two positions. One is the earth is nearest to the sun, and one is earth is farthest from the sun. That are aphelion and perihelion. Aphelion and perihelion are the two conditions when the earth is basically farthest from the sun and closest to the sun. So we study about this phenomena, and this is known as aphelion and perihelion. In the question answers we'll be doing it. Next, what do you understand by the term equinox? Now what you understand, that earth is inclined on its axis, and a line which is dividing the earth into two equal parts, that is known as equinox. Equinox is basically dividing the earth. Equinox is a phenomena, and equator is a responsible phenomena for that. Equator means a line which divides the earth into nearly two equal halves. So what is equinox? Equinox basically is a situation when the earth is directly in the equator is directly in front of the sun. What happens that the equator is in front of the sun. We can say also a phenomena where the sun stands still. It is a phenomena which occurs 2 times a year. Suppose what happens when the earth is rotating as well as revolving. So when the earth is revolving around the sun, they due to the inclination of the earth, 2 times in a year the sun is directly shining over the equator. सिंपल लैंग्वेज में समझिए, 2 समय ऐसा होता है कि जब अर्थ डायरेक्टली किसके सामने आ जाता है, सन के इक्वेटर। इक्वेटर कौन सी लाइन है जिसमें जो अर्थ को 2 इक्वल हाफ में तोड़ रही है, ब्रेक कर रही है, और इक्वेटर के सामने 2 बार साल में ऐसा फिनोमिना होता है कि सन डायरेक्टली इक्वेटर पर शाइन कर रहा होता है। और उस समय क्या होगा, इक्वेटर जब मैंने बताया आपको दैट इट डिवाइड्स द अर्थ इनटू 2 इक्वल पार्ट्स, तो 12 आवर ऑफ डे एंड 12 आवर ऑफ नाइट, करेक्ट। दैट फिनोमिना इज इक्विनॉक्स। इक्विनॉक्स, इक्वी मींस इक्वल, नॉक्स ड्यूरेशन, equal duration of day and night, which is around 12 hours of day and 12 hours of night. They occur basically 2 times a year because this is a cycle that keeps on repeating, and it occurs 2 times a year. One on 21st March when the sun is directly over equator, that is 21st March, and the next situation is on 23rd September. Basically 22nd or 23rd September, 2 dates are there, but 23rd September to be precise is the date when there is equinox, equal days and nights. These are the transitions. Transitions मतलब समझते हो? Transitions मतलब आप कह सकते हो जब अर्थ रिवॉल्व करते हुए सन के अराउंड चक्कर लगा रहा होता है, तो सन की रेज टिल्ट ऑफ द अर्थ के कारण से अलग अलग होराइजन पे पहुंचती हैं, अलग अलग ट्रॉपिक्स पे पहुंचती हैं। तो उस ट्रॉपिक्स में पहुंचना उनका एक लिमिट होता है। अर्थ का मैक्सिमम लिमिट जो अर्थ है इंक्लाइन कितने डिग्री पर है, 23.5 डिग्री, एंड द सन लिमिट इज बेसिकली दैट सनलाइट डायरेक्टली शाइन्स ओवर 23.5 ट्रॉपिक ऑफ कैंसर विच इज ऑन द नॉर्थ साइड, एंड 23.5 ट्रॉपिक साउथ विच इज ट्रॉपिक ऑफ कैप्रिकॉर्न। इन 2 लाइंस के बाहर सन की रेज डायरेक्टली नहीं पड़ सकती, बिकॉज अर्थ का इंक्लिनेशन ऐसा है कि अर्थ की इंक्लिनेशन की वजह से ये 2 लाइन जो है, मतलब आपकी कौन सी लाइंस हो गई, अगर हम सिंपल लैंग्वेज में समझें तो यू कैन अंडरस्टैंड लाइक दिस दैट द सन इज बेसिकली अ स्टेशनरी ऑब्जेक्ट। सन इज स्टेशनरी ऑब्जेक्ट, सन इज ऑन इट्स प्लेस, and earth is inclined at a position. When earth is inclined at a position, what happens due to this inclination of the earth, the sunlight is falling on the earth. So we can say the phenomena in which there 3 lines are there. This line, equator line, and tropic of Cancer. This is 0 degree, this is 23.5 degree north and 23.5 degree south. This is the maximum position at which the sun rays is directly over the tropic. We'll be talking, first of all understand equinox. फिर से समझिए, equinox is a situation where equal days and nights are there. It can happen 2 times a year, which is 21st March and 23rd September. It occurs when the earth is basically in a position and the sun is directly shining over equator, बीच में है, because sun transition के मतलब जब अर्थ रोटेट कर रहा होता है तो सन की लाइट ट्रांजिशन में 2 ट्रॉपिक्स के ऊपर ही डायरेक्टली पहुंच सकती हैं, जो है ट्रॉपिक ऑफ कैंसर नॉर्थ में और ट्रॉपिक ऑफ कैप्रिकॉर्न साउथ में, 23.5 नॉर्थ एंड 23.5 साउथ। इससे बाहर सन की रेज डायरेक्टली नहीं पड़ सकती। तो इसी वजह से इक्विनॉक्स जब ये ट्रांजिशन इफेक्ट होगा कि एक जब घूमते हुए जाएगा तो सन की रेज 2 बार डायरेक्टली इक्वेटर पे पड़ती है साल में, दैट लीड्स टू इक्विनॉक्स। अब आपको थोड़ा थोड़ा सोलिस्टिस भी समझ में आ रहा होगा। सोलिस्टिस मतलब क्या होता है? सोलिस्टिस इज अ सिचुएशन व्हेन द सन इज डायरेक्टली ओवर अ ट्रॉपिक। किसी एक ट्रॉपिक पे होगा ट्रॉपिक ऑफ कैंसर पे हो सकता है या ट्रॉपिक ऑफ कैप्रिकॉर्न, इट डिपेंड्स अपॉन अ सिचुएशन। तो इसीलिए देयर आर टू सॉलिस्टिस। जैसे इक्विनॉक्स था तो इक्विनॉक्स दो थे, एक स्प्रिंग इक्विनॉक्स होता है और एक ऑटम इक्विनॉक्स होता है, करेक्ट। अब जो आपका सॉलिस्टिस है, देयर आर टू सॉलिस्टिस, वन इज समर सॉलिस्टिस एंड वन इज विंटर सॉलिस्टिस। व्हाट इज समर सॉलिस्टिस? Summer solstice is a situation in which the sun is directly shining over the Tropic of Cancer. जब 21 जून को सन डायरेक्टली शाइन कर रहा होगा किस पर? ट्रॉपिक ऑफ कैंसर पर, नदर्न हेमिस्फीयर पे। यानी कि नदर्न हेमिस्फीयर में सबसे बड़ा दिन होगा, लॉन्गेस्ट डे, और शॉर्टेस्ट डे कहां होगा? सदर्न हेमिस्फीयर में। शॉर्टेस्ट नाइट कहां होगी? नदर्न हेमिस्फीयर में। लॉन्गेस्ट नाइट कहां होगी? सदर्न हेमिस्फीयर में। तो ये फिनोमिना होता है आपका समर सॉलिस्टिस। समर सॉलिस्टिस occurs on 21st June and northern hemisphere has the longest day, shortest night. Southern hemisphere has the shortest day and longest night. This situation reverses on 22nd December. When we reach to 22nd December, which is winter solstice. Winter solstice. This is the maximum position where the sun can reach. 23 degree and half south, Tropic of Capricorn. So in the winter, what would happen at 22nd December, 23 degree and half south, the sun would get standstill. That is the maximum zenith position of the sun, because sunlight cannot reach more than directly more than 23 and a half degrees south. So what happens that in that situation, the winter solstice is there on 22nd December. That is why 22nd December is the shortest night in northern hemisphere and basically longest night in the northern hemisphere. Once again, understand. First of all, we are talking about northern hemisphere. So in the northern hemisphere, it would be having shortest day and longest night. We are talking about winter solstice, 22nd December. 22nd December क्या situation होगी? The longest night would be there in the northern hemisphere and shortest day would be there. And the opposite situation would be there in the southern hemisphere. That it would be having shortest night and the longest day. सबसे बड़ा दिन होगा southern hemisphere में, और longest जो day होता है वो होगा जिसे कहते हैं, and shortest night होगी, सबसे छोटी रात होगी। कहा? सदर्न हेमिस्फीयर में। किस दिन? 22nd December. इसीलिए कहते हैं ना, ऑस्ट्रेलिया इज इन सदर्न हेमिस्फीयर एंड इट हैज क्रिसमस इन समर सीजन, बिकॉज दे आर हैविंग समर एट दिस टाइम। सो नाउ अंडरस्टैंड द ट्रांजिशन इफेक्ट. हाउ डज द ट्रांजिशन इफेक्ट ऑफ द अर्थ अकर्स? बेसिकली व्हेन द अर्थ इज रोटेटिंग अराउंड द सन ऑन 22nd December, winter solstice, correct? On 21st March, equinox. Then on 21st June, summer solstice. On 23rd September, we have another equinox. So you know that now this cycle is moving. I hope now this cycle you should understand. This cycle is very important for you. That you should understand that how does the sun is a stationary body, and how does the earth move around the sun, revolves around the sun, and this situation occurs each year. That is known as whole revolution. I hope equinox is clear to you, solstice is clear to you. If you have any doubts, you can clear your doubts by directly texting me, directly calling me. And if you like this video, please press the like button. Don't forget to subscribe the channel of TMPS. Team TMPS wants your support, and also press the bell icon for the notification of our videos. Thank you.